Alrighty, well, today is go live day. So, yeah, I'm gonna walk through using Kamal to deploy our app to production for the first time, and yeah. So off stream, I set up some things already. I'm using Hetzner for the server, and I've gone and set that server up already. There'll be some things that I will have to not share as I'm doing this, just like key setup and things like that. But yeah, I'm gonna walk through getting Kamal configured and ready to go here, and then we'll deploy it, and hopefully all goes smoothly. So let's open up our project here. Okay, so we got the dev server up and running. Let me just pull up our to-dos here. I don't think I made a list of anything. So let's actually take a look at our Kamal docs. Finally set up a different profile so that I don't have one password. Trying to fill things or popping up and showing things I shouldn't show during my streams. I just need to change my search to Google. All right, so it'll Kamal Rails 8. So first I'm just going to check our Kamal version. Kamal version 2.6.1. So the most recent version looks like it's 2.7. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to we'll do Kamal init. I don't even know if we have to do that. I think because we're in Rails 8, we are already good to go with our deploy. Is our deploy YAML? Yeah, so it's right here. So I'm gonna have to fill in some things. I'm gonna hide a couple things. I'm gonna go to Docker, Docker Hub. I need to set up a registry here, and that will be used. So we'll plug that in here, and I'll put my username and whatnot in. We'll have to add in the secrets. It will pull the master key on its own. Let's go to, so we have a production key here. So I'm going to change, where is it now? It's under Kamal secrets. I'm gonna change this to be production. For this part here, for adding it in the registry password, I've used one password before. I've hooked it up the way it specifies here. It's worked once for me. Last time I tried it, I had all kinds of different issues. And just for the sake of simplicity today, what I'm going to do is add in the registry password right here. And then I just will not commit this to my repo at all. So I will add in a git ignore for Kamal secrets. So that way this file here isn't committed. Okay, so I'm gonna head back to my deploy file. I'm gonna make all the changes I can make here that I need to before I hide my screen to add in credentials. So I'll need my image name here. I'll have to change in the IP address. The host will be kipos.app. I'll need to add my username. Master key will be provided via the secrets file. I think that's about it. I need to change in here. I also want to check my database to see if we're actually all set up properly. So yeah, we have our production primary, our cache, and our queue and our table. So I'm going to use solid cache, solid queue, and table for this all in production here. We're running a SQLite database. So this makes it super simple. I don't have to set up a separate Postgres container or anything like that. And all right, so let's add some stuff in here. I'm gonna hide my screen for a moment. Actually, you know what? Maybe what I'll do is I'll share, change this to be a application capture. We'll share mission base. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna go set up Docker registry. Then from there, I'll add IP address. I'll add the IP to the deploy.yaml. Add the registry password. I think that's it. So let's start with that here. Okay, so I got the registry added to the deploy. Next thing I'm doing is I am adding my IP address to the deploy YAML. Okay, so that's done. And then lastly, I need to grab my registry password, and then I'll add that to my secrets. Okay. And okay, so I've already committed the secrets file, so I just need to remove that. What is the remove cached? So dip remove cached, and then it's Kamal / secrets. Okay, so I think that's everything. Let me just share my screen here again. Or change this back to show everything. Go back to display capture. There we go. Okay, so let's go here. So I'm not going to show that file again. See if our Docker file, if there's anything we need to do here. I don't think so. And then I have our Kamal secrets set up. Let's head over to production RB. We're going to need to add. Whoops. We'll remove this and we'll go. What's the syntax here? So it's just like this, and it's hippos.app. Okay. All right, I think that's it actually. So let's do a. We're gonna run Kamal setup, I believe is the command. Yeah, so we'll do Kamal setup, and then it's going to connect via SSH, log into the registry, build the image, push the image, and it's going to set up our SSL certificate. So let's see how this goes here. Oh, Kamal set up. Actually, let's do this over here. Kamal setup. All right, I want to do one last check. Make sure I did everything. Set the registry, set up deploy YAML, added the registry password. Anything else? I think that's everything. So let's give this a go here. All right, exception while executing. Oh, it's going to show my IP address there. Okay, so it's an SSH issue. I have my. Oh, what was this? I had this happen recently. I'm trying to remember what the issue was. It's something to do with 1Password, because I have 1Password for my managing my SSL keys and stuff. Okay. Part of the difficulty right now is like I'm trying to think of like what should I not be showing in the stream here. Okay. I'm gonna double check that IP address, make sure it's right. Hmm. So I'm just trying to figure out this issue here, why this one password isn't picking up. I don't know if it's using the wrong key here, which is possible. Okay, so yeah, it seems like this is an issue with one password. I'm hoping I don't have to restart my machine here. I'm gonna try closing one password and reopening it. All right, I got it here. So the issue, oy. Yeah, the issue is one password. I had too many, so I didn't realize that one password works like this. It basically um, iterates through all the different SSH keys that you have saved, and then it tries each one until one works, or if it doesn't work at all. And we're hitting our retry limit because I had like I guess 10 keys. Um, okay, so let's share my screen again. So we'll go Kamal setup, and this should work now. Yeah, we're getting one password here, and here we go. So hopefully all our other passwords and keys are correct. It's installing Docker at the moment on the server. Did I commit everything? Yeah, I did. It's good. before we we'll just go to typos.app, and we can see there's nothing there right now. So it looks like it installed all our gems. I'm not sure what it's doing at the moment. It's not really telling us. Hopefully things have installed here. I'm gonna make the text a bit bigger here. Looks like something is not right because it looks like it's stalled. Alright, well, I'm gonna quit this and then we'll retry this here. Getting no errors, but it just has completely stalled. All right, well, let's see here. Cancel that. Yeah, we didn't get any errors. Let's try it again. Deploy locker already in place. Okay. So it got stuck and the deploy lock is in place, so we're gonna have to release it. We'll Kamal lock release. And we'll go Kamal setup again. Oh, that might have been an issue here. I saw can't open config production T. No such file or directory. Okay, that is likely our issue there. Okay, since this is my production T, I gotta hide the screen for a minute here. Let's go here. Yeah, I put the wrong, okay, so I put the wrong path. Okay. Cancel that. All secrets. All right, let's see if that does the trick. Run this again here with Kamal setup. Yeah, so I had so I have a production key set up, and it's in config credentials production. Okay, deploy lock is locked again. We'll release it. So the reason that's happening is because I'm basically just quitting in the middle of the setup. So the lock starts when a deploy or a setup begins. So it locks it, and then at the end of it, it releases it. But it's not getting to the end of it, so it's not releasing it. So just have to manually do it. Okay, let's see here. I just want to make sure we didn't get an error with our... Yeah, so no issues with the credentials this time. So we'll give this another minute. But yeah, I need to look into getting 1Password working correctly with Kamal, because you can use, it's kind of slick. It worked for the first project that I used, and then I had issues with it ever since then. So let's go to, it's probably under, where is it? Environment variables, secrets. Yeah, there we go. So you can use secret helpers for password managers. So you can do something like this here, where you go extract the registry password from secrets, and then you actually pull from 1Password. Let's check on our... All right, we've made it further this time. So let's see here, or did we? Maybe we didn't. Oh, we should have all our gems and everything installed already. Start container. So we're getting another error here. Target failed to become healthy within configured timeout. Nothing written. So it tried to start it up. It failed. I think we can pass verbose to get more information here. Okay, so let's see here. Select our solid queue, failed claim jobs. Might have missed something setting up for that. So this might be an issue with the allowed hosts. I'm not sure why it would have an issue. Unless I've used... But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to undo those changes. And we're not going to do that for now. We'll just leave that. And let's see if that... Oh, come on. Okay, so I removed some of my other keys and now... So one password's actually being a little annoying right now. I need to go to my... Okay, so unarchive that. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I am, thought I was sharing my screen, but I'm not. Okay, so I just went into here. I had this like this, and went to remove that to see if that lets us. Let's just get through this here. I'm debating, since I'm kind of like disclosing some IP addresses and things like that in this video, if I should probably just like redo this after the stream. I'll just delete the server, create a new one. Might be a good idea. I think it's stalled here then. There we go. All right, we got through it. Let's see if it's working. Okay, so let's localhost little kippos.app. And we're trying to load. There we go. We're up. What do you know? Okay, so we won't have any users here created yet. I'm gonna go and create my own. Just gonna hide the screen while I put my email in here. All right, cool. Created an account. Let's share my screen again. So I logged in, created an account, takes me to the subscription page. It says, please set up a trial to continue using Kippos. Click set up trial. All right, we're getting an error. Okay, it's a checkout session error. That is likely an API key issue. So what I can do is I can actually go Kamal logs to view our production logs. And if that doesn't go back far enough, we can go Kamal logs and like 100. So checkout session of 500 error missing host link to. Yeah, okay. So we need a default host in production. So let's go add that. Go to development and grab this. Go to production. So we commit that, push it. So you have to push any changes to main, or you have to commit it at least to main before you do a deploy. And now we can do deploy and get those most recent changes up. So we'll go Kamal deploy. So initially when you first set it up, you go Kamal setup. Thereafter, you then go Kamal deploy. All right, let's try that again. So we'll set up subscription. And there we go. So I was gonna say try Hippos 33 days free. I'll put in card information. I'm not gonna do that in stream here, obviously. But yeah, I'll do that later. So that's working good. It's also working so that we can't view anything until we've set that up. So yeah, we're all good to go. We're actually live now. So a few hiccups during that process, but it was really because of my integration with 1Password, where 1Password was trying too many keys, and it was yeah, exceeding the retry limit. Until, because basically what I was doing was, I think the limit was set up at 6, and then I had like 8 different keys, so it was trying all of the other ones first, and then it never got to this actual key for this specific server, and so it was failing to connect. So when I basically, what I just did temporarily is I archived a bunch of my other keys. A bunch of them I don't even need anymore anyway, so I just archived them, and those are out of the list, and there. So then it just was able to retry until it hit the proper one this time. But that's interesting. So now I actually know how that works, because I think I ran into this issue once before. I can't remember what I did, but I didn't realize that 1Password works like that. It is pretty, 1Password definitely does make it pretty handy for the SSH keys, because you can basically just go into 1Password and create a key, and just saves it right there. You don't have to go and edit anything on your machine, and then it's also, you have that on other machines too, wherever you log into your 1Password account. All right, well, we're live. Kippos.app. We're up and running, and if I log out, burns this here. Oh, look at this. Okay, we need to address this. We shouldn't be showing our header when we're not logged in. Let's make that change quick. So we'll show the image. We'll show the logo, but everything else. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I should just not show any of that, the header at all. So if let's try this out here. So I'm gonna log out locally, and then if I go to application HTML, and we go if authenticated. So that gets rid of that, and I just need to add in a logo here. If so, we'll go if say unless authenticated. Oops. And then I will grab the logo from the header. Let's do this. Don't need the link though. Can make it bigger even. Go height, maybe like 16. Syntax error here. What's the issue? I'm not seeing it. Okay, there we go. And then let's go margin top 16. And that should, yeah, so it works in sign up, and then when we log in, it does not show. So we'll say disable header for unauthenticated show logo. Deploy that again. And let's check that. So I'll refresh this, and there we go. Okay, good. All right, I think that's it for now. Next stream, I'm going to... So kind of next on the list will be, well, let's go into this and check this off. We're deployed. We're in production. So iOS app and then also a marketing site. I might just do that on stream too. And so I'm gonna do a marketing site. It's basically going to be a static site. I'll probably use, there's this thing called Kamal Skiff, and I've used it for a couple other sites and it's been working pretty good. The only thing is that this version here does not work with the latest version of Kamal, so there's a couple tweaks that I had to make, but I have that working. And this is, yeah, it's been nice. It basically you can just push changes to your GitHub repo to main, and what it does is it rechecks your repo like every 10 seconds or something like that, and then it just pulls in any new changes if there's new changes. So it makes static sites pretty smooth and simple to update. So I'll probably do that. And what I'll likely do actually is I'm going to get Claude to help me. What I've done for some of these other marketing websites is I have, what's it called? I have Tailwind. I have their Plus account, and so you get a library of different templates. So what I've done is I've added the code to a bunch of these different templates. So I got logged in to view the code. Okay, well, I've grabbed the code, and then basically what I've done is I've made it available to Claude within the project directory, and I say, Claude, use these templates and put together a homepage or a pricing page. And that has worked really well. Like, of course, you're not going to really hone in your content and your copy with that, but it's a quick way to get a site up. Yeah, they all look pretty decent enough anyway. That's what I did for Mission Base. So I need to update some screenshots and things like that. But yeah, basically I used that approach, and Claude was able to put this together using the Tailwind templates. All right, well, I'm out. See you on the next stream.